Hello, everyone. I'm Grand Madam. Thank you for popping in to the Grand Collective. How was your Labor Day? I hope none of you had to work yesterday. But when I was working, I think I worked on all of them. I'm just kind of airing things out here. Sage and a little bit here, sage and a little bit there. Hello, Doris Freeman. How are you? Good morning. I'm going to wait for a few folks to come along, but in the meantime, what I can do, strike a bowl or bell. Believe it or not, these are bells, and they're supposed to be hung like this, but they became so heavy and also so useful. Well, hello, Miss Gemini, too. Good morning. That I guess it was discovered if you turn them over, they still make the sound, and you also can pour a bowl of rice in there and eat from them. So these singing bowls have dual purposes. I'm pretty much waiting for the rest of the folks to come in. Hey, Jackie B, how are you? Ingrid, hello. Okay. Oh, we have enough people in here now. I forgot about the folks in the back row. So, hello, Janelles. Long time no see. All right, let's ground ourselves. Nellie, hey, Cat, hey, hey. Oh, Cat's here. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's start with the breathing exercises. Instead of 3, let's extend it to 5 beats, 5 counts. Uh, just because things are getting hairy again. The energy is becoming more intense. Yeah, and I think we need this to ground. Okay? So, instead of 3, we're going to inhale through the nose to the count of 5. Hold it to the count of 5. Exhale to the count of 5 from the mouth. Okay. Let's begin. Inhale through the nose. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Last time. Inhale through the nose. Hold it. Exhale. Oh, right there. Well, what can I say? Before you even ask, no, he's not going to die yet. Lauren had those same symptoms. I mean, and those swollen ankles. That edema. Oh, that is some scary stuff to see. Oh, Lauren had the same thing when she had CV-19, and I was the one who she had her butterfly instead of in her hand. It was in her inside of her elbow, and I was the one who was infusing her every day. Okay, with medication, and she just had that a couple years ago. And that, let me tell you something too. If that's what he has, and he could have a lot of stuff, um, but even with those same symptoms, that's going to be a psychological change. That's going to be a psychological change. Well, I mean, come on, 79, inevitable, but there's no reason really. What did I say the other day? With all the technology, all the medications, all the herbs, not necessarily. I mean, that can be 20 years down the road. Hello, Barbara Bias. How are you? Thank you. Um, you're not going to dwell on that. No, don't dwell on that at all. Don't even expect it because it's not going to change anything. Um, no, I take that back. It's going to change everything. It's going to change everything, but not in the way. No, the hell with that. It's going to change everything. But that's still nothing to look forward to. That's like putting a curse on yourself, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Um, what was I going to say? What was I gonna say? Oh, I was telling you, I'm not a nurse or no health anything. Don't know, never studied it whatsoever. Was bored with biology, but like when Lauren was sick with the CV-19, that's how she looked, and it does change your face. But I don't know if I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. Um, but that long that they call it the long CV-19 now, and it lasted a year. She was hospitalized twice. And hi, Carmen. I'm quite sure you can get up and go play golf after they've drilled, filled you, pumped you up with medications. Basically, they drained you. But those ankles, oh my God, that edema, uh, that is some hideous stuff to try to deal with. And I'm trying to think because yes, it impacted her kidneys too. It coming out of whatever it is he's coming out of, he's gonna have to do some soul searching, a lot of it. And I mean, just to make him feel comfortable with where he is now. I kid you not. And they may even see some personality changes for the worse, for the best. I don't know, dear. Hi, Regina Day, Ellie. Hello. But I was just looking at him. I'm like, boy, you done messed up now. You don't die because you're just older. But like I said, boy, you did not mess yourself up now. But it's not to say they can't clean him out. That's what he needs, a good cleaning. Good house cleaning. But anyway, so much for that. Um, I brought back the divine guidance cards here. I wanted to share with you because this is going to be for the month of September. We're in Virgo season, and it is, boy, it's going to be a hot time in Virgo season. I tell you, a lot of, we're in the eclipse season too. There are going to be a lot of issues regarding health insurance, Medicaid. So, folks, let's start reading up on which diet and which is health, maybe some Ayurvedic stuff, Mediterranean diet stuff. Let's focus on our health in this Virgo season. Okay? Because as things are now, guess who's going to keep us healthy? Us. So, on that note, let's see. What is the message for divine guidance for September for the Grand Collective? What is the message? That's the message. That is the message for the Grand Collective. Now, these pictures on these cards are computer generated. And oops, one that's turned over. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And let me tell you something. I'm not sure about, with AI, I've kind of talked my AI into, dare I say, programmed my AI into understanding certain spiritual principles and certain colors, and I forgot I did it or didn't even realize I had done it. And AI picks it right back up, and whenever it wants to tell me something about putting together a spiritual ritual, it presents certain colors to me. I thought these are beautiful, and I just thought that was interesting. And I'm wondering if these computer generated pictures are doing the same. There's no mention. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Aha. All right. What is this? A mushroom? Oh no. Oh, look at this. I'm going to read this one. This popped out. Look at this carefully. Carefully. Where's that camera? At first, I thought it was like a mushroom. Then I thought it was a champagne glass upside down, but it's not. It's not. You see that? It's like going through a portal, going through a tunnel, and the star outside is where you're going to make that's where you're headed. That's you're headed. And all that around you is like all the definite, the distinct crystals, energies trying to come into form. Some are into form, some are not into form. But this is like a pathway. So it's number 13, which is a very special number for me. We're in the season of birth. Oh, look. And it's called opening. I'm going to read this to you because it is beautifully written. And also, it's about transformation. So it's this is you're going on a new pathway, collective. You have lavender, lilac, and you have the white light behind you. Maybe if I hold this a little bit closer, it's just absolutely beautiful. Your intuition and psychic connection is open and flowing, allowing you to access higher realms of knowledge and understanding. Sometimes, when we receive guidance or information from these realms, it can be a bit confusing and unclear. There is a lot of information moving through your subconscious that your conscious mind has to process. It does get easier in time. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Just remember, this open connection is how you are naturally meant to operate. You are now in direct communication with other realities and your higher self. A whole new pathway. In other words, you have made your divine connection. I just think this is so beautiful. And when you travel into the different realms, this is the kind of things you see. Now, I haven't seen this beautiful crystalline thing, but it's not. They're not solid. They're not solid. They might be liquidy. They might be flowy. I don't know what the word is, but they're not solid. And I just think it's so interesting. So, collective, I'm so proud of you. Um, you're on your way, and I really am honored to go with you. Also, I'm not sure exactly what YouTube is offering, but it's offering a community something or other, how we can become a community. And I'm not sure if you'll be interested in that. I'm not sure if I'll be interested in that, but I'd like to hang with y'all. I like y'all. But I'm not a leader. I'm a facilitator. I'm an educator. And protector. Yeah. Hey. And I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm gonna go and see how you want to create our community or enhance our community with the stuff that we do. Put this over here because I think our work is important. What is our work? We're just adjusting our minds. We're making the major adjustments right in here. And changing consciousness. We're elevating. And so now that we're elevating, now, folks, because we're elevating, we are becoming much more mentally powerful than ever before. With that comes awesome responsibility. Awesome responsibility. Because what we put out there with our intentions comes true. Some of you have probably experienced this. Some of you are going through the process now. Okay? We can create heaven on earth, or we can create living hell in our world for ourselves. So now, that's another reason I'd like to make the community a little bit more solid, just in case. I'm not starting any church or anything. I'm just relay information. But I want you to be absolutely careful about your intentions and about what you stay focused on, what you spend hours a day on, because I had to check myself with the Donald Trump stuff, like cut it out, and the news. I take a news fast. As me, and here's what somebody says is performance. Let me tell you what I'm on. Sound. Everything that y'all do is performative from the back. Angry man got all that shit in the background. Hold on a second. This man come around, he got all that shit with him.
to the fact that a lot of y'all sit there and sit in the best spot y'all can in y'all house.
Thank you. Uh-huh. Sound travels. That man sounded like he was in my living room, right sitting next to me. No, he's in the pocket of the postman who's going door to door. Oh boy. Now he's 2 doors down. Sound travels. Anyway, that's another thing. Yes, I've had another sound situation here. Um, anyway, that's something else. Do you have any questions? Because I could start talking and just not stop. Maybe I should. Well, whenever you're faced with a problem now, it's going to be your responsibility to find a solution for it. Okay? That's one of the things I see when Doge came in and took out all these different services for us that never seemed to work for me anyway. I always ended up chanting up what I needed, or praying up what I needed, or burning candles or something. But, excuse me, I learned something about sound and it scared the daylights out of me, but I knew it's possible. I just didn't know it had been harnessed. We live in a row house. It's a row. This is row house row around here. Everything is row houses. These houses were established to house the workers for what? It's noisy outside. It's just truck passing. A pickup did all that. These houses were about 100 years old. They were established for the workers who worked on they probably call it the estate, not too far from here, the plantation. That's what it was. And what has happened, they're quaint little basic houses, but they were no match to, they protect you from the sun, the rain, the cold, the heat, all that other good stuff. And you can store your food and you can be comfortable in here. But it was no match for that 5G transmitter up the street. And what is happening is that thing is transmitting information, data, clean on through these houses, and especially mine. And it's driving Lauren nuts, literally. I went to study, I used to be a radio telephone operator back in the radio days of broadcast. So I was the one who would make the adjustments to the transmitter. So I know exactly how powerful those things are. What I did not know at times, our own delivered forces that be have experimented with sound. They've discovered that sound can heal, and they've discovered that sound can kill, and they've also discovered that sound can put you down in such a way that you can't get up, but you'll still survive. And well, I just wonder, because we can't hear a thing. These are sounds that go beyond our range, and they can be very detrimental to the mind. They can be detrimental to your bodily organs. And I have been looking, they just shut down the EPA. I've been looking online to see what I could find about anything as to how to protect and myself, my daughter, my family, and how to shield the house. And I'll tell you, it's funny because it's Faraday cage. I have to turn this place into a Faraday cage, which is going to be weird because we have Wi-Fi in here. But it's going to be interesting. I have to really literally take charge of my internal environment to keep it safe to stay in here for my daughter and for myself. And one of the things I found out now, a good offense is fighting sound with sound. 528 hertz, 432 hertz. And so I have the tuning forks, and of course the tuning forks. Like I can't stand 24/7 over top of anybody's head with a tuning fork. And so I'm like, okay, I need to find a complete and continuous tone or sounds at 528 hertz, just to see if we can offset some of these extraneous sounds that are coming through and sitting in this house. And it was interesting. I found one on YouTube, the healing music, recorded at 528. And I just turned it on, played it, and it worked. It absolutely worked. I've been feeling drained like nobody's business. This morning, I woke up with energy and bounced out the bed. I am 71 years old this week, and next couple weeks, I'll be 71. I bounced out of bed like I was a teenager, like, whoopee! Hey, let's do this. And got up there, did my chair exercises. I messed up my knees on my trampoline, y'all. One knee's overcompensating for the other knee I twisted when I tried to disembark. Yeah, so I had to sit down to do my exercises now until I can build the knee back up. Even the knee didn't hurt. And that was just listening to it one night. And so what I'm going to do now is just probably turn on the TV and keep it on that, whatever that channel is, or just play 528 hertz music all day, all night, and leave it there and see if that doesn't happen. In the meantime, I'm going to get some sound absorbing things to put on the wall and around the house. But I just thought that was interesting. That's what I was doing all week because I wanted to come on yesterday. I had planned on coming on yesterday, and it hit the fan at 8:00 that morning. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's getting ready to have another episode. What is going on? You can't hear that? Here we go. Okay. And so and so I'm like, you are not going to sit in front of me, wake me up like this, and start complaining and attacking me because they're driving you nuts with this sound and you have yet to do anything for yourself to offset it. That was my point yesterday. I let Lauren have it with the hammer. No more Miss Nice. No more therapy talk. What have you done? Nothing. We got to go to this. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Yasi. GL, hello. So, she has to get out of this house. Now, granted, sound vibrations are everywhere. But this house is not a trap. It's a chamber. It's a sound chamber. It's a natural sound chamber. And it's not just this house, but basically nobody's home on either side of this block except me and the other retired people, and they're not even home. They're on a cruise, so people don't hear the hollowness and what's inside of the hollowness of their own homes, unless they have things like plush carpets on the floor, tapestry on the walls, throw covers on the chair. You see them, sound absorbers. All of those are sound absorbers. So they're not going to be bothered with it. But the rest of these houses are structured in a certain way. And some have new additions to them. We have a new addition to this house, and the insulation must be a little shoddy because in the winter it's ice cold, and in the summer it's steaming hot. So that tells you right there, no insulation. But anyway, I'm saying this to say that regardless of what your problem is, you're going to really have to. I use my AI. I describe the situation in detail, and I let it go, let him rip. And he came back with some things. And this particular time, I showed Lauren what I was looking at. She said, "You really did this?" I said, "Yes, I did." I said, "This is the last report I've gotten from AI. The other ones I have saved in my Word documents here." And she could see that AI wasn't joking, and neither was Mama. So I had to go out to run around Baltimore, Randallstown, Owens Mills, They didn't have what I needed. Ended up going where? Amazon. Because and I told her, I said, well, this is a multi-layered thing. And we are going to have to learn how to defend ourselves with multiple layers. And so that's what we're going to do. And I'm relaying this to you to just, let you know what's going on out here. And basically, I think we're having this problem because we're living in a 100-year-old house that can't stand up to this 5G tower up the street, and it's creating health problems. But then again, we do have a response. 528 hertz, and just push it right on back. It blocks it. It blocks anything that's unhealthy. So we have that. And if you start hearing conversations, tones are one thing. And I'm not talking about tinnitus, but actual, hello, Angel, how are you? Melvina, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, he's sick, but like I said, I don't know what he has. He ain't going nowhere yet. So don't even worry about it. Nothing that they can't clean out. You know what I'm saying? Which is why they have him golfing close to home and not a plane ride away. Okay. But yeah, he's still showing the I'm chief, I'm in charge, I'm powerful. Okay. But this is what I'm saying. You start hearing things where you are, and nobody's in there but you. Yeah, your dopamine level might be down, but just in case, start adding some heavier draperies, or maybe some throws. Just throw them on your couches and see if you still hear conversations and certain tones that you have never really heard before, or you just don't pay attention to. You think it's happening outside, but the sound is like right there where you stand, because it's the whole, they've just polluted the whole area. If you're I don't know about the desert areas or the rural areas, but if you're in an urban area, it is so polluted with sound, it's not funny. Hi, Julie Gross. Yes. Oh, that's why they call it sacred geometry, Julie. Yes. Do you know, I'm trying to, and everything with Lauren is a damn argument. Yes, exactly. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made light. Light comes from sound. Yes. And the sound chamber we have, our bedrooms, I think it's the whole house though. We have insulated windows that reduces sound. I'm trying to tell Lauren, it's the walls. It is the walls. The sound's not coming through the windows, it's coming through the walls. Anyway, we're moving about that. I think my purpose was just, whenever you have a problem, do the research to see if you can solve it. If you can't solve it on your own, go into a meditation, go into a prayer, chant, whatever you do, and then tackle it again. Because we're in a situation now where we can't even explain what the hell is going on with us, okay? Without the authorities looking at us like we're crazy. Moving right along. Questions. This is going to be question answer day. That Kristen Ford, that sound, that girl say that sounds very Jungian, which is, heaven and hell are polarities. But that's out of my membership class. I think I did tarot cards with polarities. I'm still working with the Kabbalion and the tarot. And I'm still working on those. I'm going to record today. Okay, for all my members. Alrighty. Okay, questions. Where was I? All right. I know the 64,000 on empaths. I'm an empath, kind of. I've had to learn to shield myself. And that's why I stay away from people. I'm not afraid of crowds, but and I don't pick up everybody's energy, but I pick up enough to know I don't belong there. And that's when I roll right on out. And yet in some crowds I pick up, ooh, I want to be in that crowd. They look like they're having a good time. So let me get my energy over in there. Yeah, do. Yeah, that's the kind of empath I am. and steal all the gold in the White House. He stole all of it out of Texas, out of Leavenworth. I don't know where they moved the gold. That gold's been gone. I don't know where they moved. Janet Jackson, he stole it and melted it into forks and knives for his ballroom. Oh, really? Is there any such thing as a retired musician, Kristen? Really? That's like a retired priest, a retired soldier. Is it really a retired doctor? Is there? Just laughing. Mm-hmm. Really? Let's see what. Oh man, I'm so 47 out. But hold on. What? Hmm. I'm not looking at his inner self. Let's see. I'm going back to the Golden Tarot. These things are beautiful. Um, have you seen all the things? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, am I with all this stuff? I love the Midas Touch Network. That thing has gotten expansive and extensive. And my thing is now, wait a minute, y'all. Wait. I trust where your sources or intel is coming from, but are you seeing this right? Are you really seeing this objectively? And then you have the other side, the right wing comment influencers, who I don't know what they're looking at. I just don't know what they're looking at. So let me see. I'm going to do 47 for September. And oh, wrong cards. Kippers, because Kippers do have the card that shows you're sick in bed. Okay. Oh yeah, he's sick, but good afternoon, Melly. How are you? Melly Cloth. Okay, let's see what's going on with 47 for September. And no, he's not dying. Okay, he's just miserable. But you know what? That can be a very slow and miserable way to go and linger for months and not years. Let me cancel that. Cancel that thought. Cancel. I'll just say, sometimes when you've done people so dirty, you can linger for years. And hey, okay. And sometimes coma lose consciousness. Let's see, what is it for? What can we expect for 47? Found 47 for the month of September. We're in September, so what can we expect? Vance is up there chop. JDV is chopping at the bit. But I still feel this. Maybe it's wishful thinking on my part. I just feel that when I feel a purge coming on. That's what I feel. It because they crumble like dominoes. They just fall over. What's in store for 47 for September? Okay. Uh-oh. New pathway. See, this is what I said, but I don't know where it's going. He looked like my daughter did when she had that CV-19. And that stuff, if that's what he has, that can change your whole. Not only can it change your face, it can change up here. Now, I don't know if it's from the trauma. That's him. Or, let's see. Okay, gift. Okay. New energy. This is looking like. Why am I looking up when I should be looking down? This is looking like some kind of bribe. You have a false person, male or female, or both. This to me is some type of a bribe. Oh shit. And whatever that bribe or that promise is ended or never did, it didn't reach completion. Main male. Message of concern. Have I repeated this before? Expectations. This man getting ready to die on earth. And it was whatever it was supposed to have produced sudden wealth. Overnight. People were making billions of dollars a month. Wish I could catch at least one of them. Hey, Patricia Boston, how are you? And here's a message. What about the message? A message of wishful thinking, a message of hope, distant horizons. All right, here we go again. You know, maybe I should key in on what this foreign influence is. I've never done that. Imprisonment. Main female, Ghislaine. No, Ghislaine. I never heard of a silent S in my life. Official person, Pam Bondi or whoever. Oh, I forgot. Todd Blanche has become problematic. He's wondering, but this Epstein stuff has got him worried. This is the White House. All right, this card is in the past, but I'm going to throw the pendulum down on it. And then I'm going to go back up in here and look at distant horizons. All right, is felony, is he dying this month? Is he dying this month? I told y'all, no, he's not dying. But this is the death of his term, his whatever that promise was, that bribe, or what bribe is probably too small a word. I don't know what to call it. I can't imagine selling out a country like that. I don't know what to call it. Because it's all connected. And let me tell you something. This is not just United States stuff. That country which cannot be named is in part of it. It's part of it too. I'll try. How would I find out what country it would be? I'm gonna use the Lenormands. I'm gonna look at distant horizons. Mm-hmm. So his main focus is going to be on the White House, and I don't have any sick cards here. I'm still looking. Bottom of the deck is the old man, the mature man, the meeting, and wait a minute. I'll get to that. Let me look at what is distant horizons. Clarify distant horizons. I might need something else to clarify distant horizons. Let me try these. It's very beautiful. You probably can't see them. Well, I'm gonna try both. Okay. The Lenormands. What is distant horizons? Distant horizons. Clarify distant horizons. Imprisonment and the female. Main female's imprisonment. Her message. Okay. That's Ghislaine or Ghislaine. So we're talking about Epstein. Distant horizons. Distant horizons. What is distant horizon? I'm guessing. Don't guess. Show me. What is the distant horizon? The sickle and obstacles. Just into obstacles. Oh boy. Oh, you. Oh, okay. Bridging. This is imprisonment. It's imprisonment again. Look, I know it's a trapped heart or heart in the cage, but what is right next to it is mm, is this imprisonment. Imprisonment. This might be the end of this immigration stuff and the sickle and the mountains shipping those immigrants out to those foreign countries. This very well may be the end, and that's what's got him upset too. Well, you shouldn't have sent him out there and had no business messing with him in the first place. Okay. Yeah, look at this. This is an official message that has created nothing more than, you see that whip? Now, that whip to me, it symbolizes slavery, and it always will. And it always will. So that was his executive order, that cracking of the whip, and sending those immigrants out to distant horizons. Trafficking, slavery. I guess he is. Now, this is interesting. People are talking about it and they're seeing it in cross purposes. Now, this is weird for me. Yeah, it is cross purposes to the Constitution of this United States. And I'm glad the birds are chirping. Now people are watching the tower in the White House. They're really watching closely, scrutinizing what the goings on there. They're scrutinizing him. Look at this. Look at that. How about scrutiny? The little mushroom house is the White House. You see that? They're going, yeah. He's under not the looking glass. What are you, magnifying glass? He's under the mat. I mean, he's been a snake for years. I mean, and all those little dilly and dallions, all those little projects, all those things he has done have expired. All those things, or let's say it's a stop has been put to it. And here, this what was in the past, what was far away is coming close. This wheel is turning. What was far is now up in your face. That's why that man is sick. Oh, this is the end. Not for him, but for everything he has done, everything he has set forth, everything he has done since he's been in office. It's just expired. Okay. Okay. Now what? So, hey, Carrie, how are you? Okay. Hello, Michelle. Now, let's look at the U.S. If one thing is for certain, if we don't, as Americans, and I might even put my hyphen down. I say I'm African American, Afro American. I might be Afro Indigenous American. I think it's time to drop the damn hyphen, because there's one thing we have learned, and right now, and that is, if we don't stop with the separation mess, we are going to be taken completely over by a foreign entity that doesn't give a damn about being black, white, brown, or nothing. That's my take on it. And I think that's what I think for the first time in this country that we either going to pull it together or we'll be taken over completely. And I mean taken over completely. Because it was a silly premise in the first place. All right, I want to know what's next for the United States government. Let's see what's next for. What's next for America? What's next for America? Which card is going to be America in this deck? I don't know. It'll tell me. Which card is going to be? What's next for America? What's America in October, November? Yeah. What is America going to be like in October and November? In a minute. They've fallen out of my hands. What's America going to be like in October, November? Because I think people are waking up to the fake and false narrative of, I will be blunt and I will be honest. And I'm going to sound dumb as hell and crazy as a bedbug. What is his name? Oh, shucks. There is Noah Widman, Florida. Congress, coming from Congress, I think he is. He's running, I forget. Anyway, he is a white guy living in Florida, young, and he's running for office. And his platform is he's there for the working class. And he has come out and said he was raised by a single mother on Section 8 and ate off food stamps. How many people even in this collective thought that was only for Black people? Raise your hand. Don't worry, I won't judge. I won't judge. When I read that, he said it, and I'm like, he lying. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, so what's that about, Grandma? Grandma. Okay, Grandma. Well, basically, he's saying working class citizens in this country are in the same boat, pretty much the same boat as Black folk, some brown folk. We're all in the same boat. But to hear a story, hear the narrative, oh, that's only for Blacks and browns only. And more likely, more Blacks than anybody. They're the ones on Section 8. They're the single parents. They're welfare queens. See? Hi, Joyce. Hello, Renee. And Raphael. Oh, okay. Are you talking about the Divine Guidance card, Renee? You're welcome, Joyce. That's what if that message goes clean across the country, it's going to be a whole new mindset. So, did I cut these cards? I'm going to just read them as is. All right. Overall, what's in store for the U.S. in October? Focus is going to be on an official person. Oh, a child and a child. Oh Lord, Jesus. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's what you think it is. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's just what you think it is. See, this is why we breathe up to 5 times now. Okay. Well, maybe I should put it this way. The courtship of a child with an official person. America's focus. I know I'm supposed to be objective with these readings. Not a lot of thoughts. I bet so. Coming out of the past position, White House, coming out of the past position, what was going on in the White House when? May Mail. You know who that is. Phyllis Leader and First Lady. And here we go again. Trying not to end. This is the end of something. This thing that popped. Now, every reader knows. When you see that the death, what is this? The coffin card or the other card coming up this daggone often in a reading, somebody's going to check out of here. I don't think it's who we expect it to be. We have despair. Mature man. And we have the journey. And this is for the this is the country of America. New alliances. New money flowing in. Probably tariffs. That's not a gift, though. Labor issues are going to be paramount. Yeah, because you fired everybody. Now the jobs can't get done, the services can't be met. And then there's a definite fear of going to jail. Okay. Outcome is concerned. The White House is concerned. How do I know? Because it landed next to the House and it's concerned. Ooh. Bottom of the deck. Here's the bad health card. Read about what? I have a feeling that a fearless leader is in bad health because of his stress levels regarding his activities within the community and how things have changed within that community and what is expected of him now from afar by his oligarchical friends and their supply or his supply. There's a change in supply, and it seems that there's a lawsuits coming in. Regarding young women, big money, and wealthy men. Conversations in the conference room, private conversations in the conference room, messages coming regarding the main female. I still say that's Ghislaine, and how much of a trafficker she is, yet maintains some kind of status within a particular community, and how even with her message of concern or a message of concern, she still gains assets. She moves up further and further up the ladder. There is a, look at this. Yeah, we talk about moving up further the ladder. This is, we have a new pathway. We have from poverty to sudden wealth again. So that tells me there's been some reorganization in the corrupt organization, okay? And of the supply, the trafficking supply, whatever it is they do. And yeah, she's probably going to testify. So Ghislaine testifies the latter part of September, early part of October. And that's what's gotten America's eye for September, October. That's also got Philoniqua's eye because he's sick to his stomach down to his ankles regarding relationships with children. So this is coming out. I think I'll keep this month, but okay. Okay. Well, let's look at something else. Let's look at the social services. What lies beneath the cuts in social services? What lies beneath the cuts in the Medicaid, the Section 8, the EBT, what do you call it? SNAP? What lies beneath all of that? Did I say what? Social Security, pensions. I mean, what do you call it? Social Security. What lies beneath all that? Did I tell you I had a niece who worked at Social Security? She's been gone now. But like I said, when they fired all those people, all those women, they went into private practice. That's what she did. Not private practice, but private sector. I'm sorry. Some went in private practice, I'm sure. What's behind all those cuts? What lies beneath the cuts? And then I want to know if the people are going to be okay. Spirit says yes, the people are going to be fine. They're going to be okay. Because it's like nothing's been cut. What's been cut will be restored, and it'll be all right. And what about people who have died behind this? They too shall be restored. Yeah, but on your side, right? Right. Okay. Well, they're restored on the other side. Yeah. And their families. Fine, stop worrying about it. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Yes. Hey, Yogi Bear. How are you? Hi, Renee. Okay. Okay, Elaine. Cookie Bee. Yes. Okay. What lies beneath them? No, I want to see what the cards have to say. Because I think what they did, well, I don't know what they did. I don't know how they did it. So what happened to all that money? Where did it go? Oh! Burning evidence. It's toxic. Yeah, I bet. They're using EPA to watching it go down. Okay. Okay. In their fields. Everybody's in their fields. People are losing their services. They can't get anywhere else. Keeping you a secret. This is the stuff they've done behind our backs that we don't know about that has not reached the news. Already knowing the tea. Yeah, we know we're done. We're all in trouble. All right, they took that money and they used it on their own special projects. Hater. Oh, I could care less. Yep. This is all talking about trafficking. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do one more month and then I'm gonna hang up. Let's see, what is the United States gonna look like in November? Because October floored me. Should I use the kippers again? Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna use these. Golden Tarot. So what'll be the focus of the United States of America in November? What's the focus in November? What's the focus in this November? Okay, we got to get our stars and stripes back. The star. Hopefulness, getting from this person. So we have the King of Wands. Now, a lot of readers use this star as Philoniqua. I don't see him as a star at all, but yeah, he can get things done as the King of Wands. He's not a star in my book. He might think he is. More incompetency, instability. That's why he's not a star. Okay. Abandonment. Also, this is bankruptcy. Okay. Teeny tiny little offers, like knocking out FICO scores, trying to keep the public calm, trying to make it look like they're getting something. But there's the big betrayal. Yeah, we know it. Announcement. Now this is either regarding the family or the agencies. Let's keep going to see what the next card is, and then I can tell you if it's a family or agency. Government agency. Here we have the Knight. Relocating. What's going on? This Knight of Wands is always on the go. And so he's the card of relocation, movement, also military movement. So, yeah, that military movement with the National Guard in D.C. and going out to these cities, utter failure. Yeah, everybody knows it was a Five of Swords manipulation. This is in November. So what comes of this now? Somebody's going to jail again. Here's that jail card. This is the Eight of Swords again. Somebody's relative to jail. Oh, now this is just weird. We have the Ace of Cups. A lot of emotions behind this jail business. Whoever it is going to jail, they've created a lot of emotions. And yeah, they created emotions because of the alignments that they have created and the agreements that they have created. It's like people can't wrap their heads around it. And they just want to recover. The country just wants to recover. And I'm like, okay. Here it comes. The collaborators. Let me sit here and just look at this. This whole theme again goes back to Filoniqua 47. It's in November. That he wants to move, relocate, stay out of jail. He feels betrayed and abandoned. Definitely insecure and unstable. Now, I don't know if he's going to cover this up with an announcement that he's moving an agency or something. But, and then 10 of Cups, agency. Yeah, moving an agency. Bottom of the deck. This is the victory card. It's almost as though he felt there would be a victory, but he ended up with a disappointment instead because of the weakness that was the weak foundation he had, the foundation of confusion, 7 of Cups, the whole thing with the young people, the young girls, the children, and how whatever it was, trafficking children from around the world. I'm going to say this about that. Even if he, which I doubt, is 100,000% innocent of it, no one would ever believe it. Not now. Not now. And whatever is going on here, the oligarchs and his friends was trying to do a slow drip to make changes to this country and how it's run economically. And they ran into the Constitution itself. And it failed. They are still trying to nibble away at it. They have caused outright conflicts, which have led to outright lawsuits. Now I think they're going to be criminal charges this time because they're coming directly for him and her, Ghislaine. The judges got Ghislaine. They already got her. But this whole new energy, there's a new energy and there's new information coming about how this woman made her money. And I do believe, I looked at this when I said, guess who's leaving office? I do believe it's going to be Pam Bondi is leaving. It's turmoil on in-house turmoil in the White House, and those who are still waiting for their rewards for whatever it was they promised. Now they believe they've been shafted by this Knight of Cups because the cup they're offering is empty and they are way overstressed. Judgment has been made and tears are flowing. People are standing alone big time. There is a huge offensive, huge opposition right about now in politics between I don't know who, I guess the Republican Party, politics. I'll leave it there. I couldn't tell you. Because now, the money didn't come through. The money they worked for did not come through. And here we have we have gone from the 3 to the 4 of swords. This is where I do believe fearless leader steps down. Now, in this case, I'm going to look at the pentacles as the votes. This is election time. Election. And I do believe he just steps down. He's just walking away from it, trying to find a quieter place. And this woman here, or this Queen of Wands energy, the energy of the Queen of Wands, the energy of getting things done is being reassessed. Their procedures, how they went and done things, how they performed, what they did. All right, she's going to be performance. What they've done has been, it's all public now. It's coming out of the woodwork. Coming out of the shadows. How they stole the election. With a big bang. And here is the Knight of Swords with a lot of questions. And, these folks can sit. You have some folks who are sitting back very smug. We won the election anyway. So what? We cheated. So what? The cheating. The stealing. The withholding of votes. And I'll say this is even the voting center. And how they just ran through it. Some votes, come on, girl, were thrown out right on over the hill. Some they actually set on fire. And that's gotten out. Flimsy election. So ordered. The secret is coming out. The secret is coming out. Ooh. So ordered by he himself. That's the secret that's coming out. And the sun is illuminating. This is one entire system. You think it's his body that's going to go. His mind is going. This is a campaign. This thing had a systems within a system. This thing was huge. This whole voter thing, the voter suppression. Hey, Camellia, this thing is so huge. Why is it taking the Dems so long to react to it? Because this thing had so many moving parts to it. It takes time to figure out what the heck was what and how the parts are fitting. But now that they have figured it out, and now that they have the AI, use AI to help you with that. Now it is understood what has actually happened, at whose bequest, no, whose orders, how it was done, who exactly had to be in place to do what. Ball game is over. That's what that death card is about. Okay, that's what it's about. No, they have figured it out. They have retrofitted, retro. What do you call it? Retro engineered. They have retro engineered the entire election, and now it is out there. We're going to be hearing something about that too. But also, not just the election, what has been done with the agencies, which was just one part of it. This thing has been this is not something that just hopped up. They didn't just throw this together last year. This has been in the making. All Philaniqua is the head of it, not the head, but the figurehead of it all. This, for something like this to have even been organized, even to be thought out. Now you can think it out, you can brainstorm it, you can think it out. But to be able to pull in the right personnel, funding personnel to put the operation into being, this thing took years. They just used him because he was the fall guy. He was the fall guy. Philaniqua was the flunky, the figurehead. This thing has been in the making for the Wind Spirit last 10 years. He says 10 years. The last 10 years. This is a major operation. Somebody deliberately tried to take over the United States of America and damn near did it. That's all I got, folks. Now, your questions. Your questions. Why does this one card keep falling out of my hand? Okay, let's see. Where's my... Right there. Okay. Alrighty. Hi, Joan. How are you? Born during or born? I don't know. Tracy Owens, hello. Do you think he's laying low? No, he's not playing with dementia because you start forgetting stuff. He needs a absolute rest, even though he's flying in his own plane. He's still flying is hard on the body. No, I don't think he'd be playing when his mind goes because he's not playing. He's real. Oh boy. Yes, I thank you for that, Kristen Ford. Thank you very much. She says, stay safe, peaceful, and positive, Grand Madam and Collective. Might to you and yours always. Where you going, girl? I guess see you later. Oh boy. Renee. Okay, let me take this to the top and see what's going on. Okay. I'm going to take it up top, see who I may have missed. I don't think I missed anybody. I saw Ellie. I saw Janelle. KAT, I missed you this morning. Hello, how are you? Oh, you're listening today. Thank you for listening. Okay. Changing consciousness. I don't know what that is. Probably. You too. Okay, agreed. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you, Yazi. Yes, so the 13th is my birthday. That's a Saturday. Yes. I'll probably see. I'm one of these people. I used to be able to party all 30 days at September. No, I'll just limit it to 3 now. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Oh, right there for. Thank you, Krista. Okay. And that's Angie, yes. Oh, yeah, but he ain't dying. He's sick, Melvita. He ain't dead yet. That's a terrible thing to say about somebody. I talked to Jill. I talked to everybody. Okay. Yeah, I talked to Janet Jackson. I think I got everybody. I said hello to Melly. I got everybody. Oh, Michelle Moore. Hello. I don't know. I'm afraid to look. Ah, what or who was thrown out of the White House window? I don't know. Yeah, let's see what we get. Oh, what- let's see if we can get a picture of something. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. For something like that, I just look it up. So what got thrown out the White House window? YouTube is talking about that. Which window did they get thrown out? You don't think it was that portrait of Obama, do you? What got thrown out the White House window? What I mean, I didn't even take it down, just threw it out the window. What got thrown out the White House window? Mm-mm-mm. I don't use the Lenormands. What went out the? Okay, come on, Spirit. Come on, team. What the well? Spirit of the White House. I just want to know. We just want to know what went out the window. Damn, even the spirit of the White House is up on lockdown. I can't tell you that. Let me peek. Let me peek. Let me peek. What thrown? Okay, what is the energy of what was thrown out the White House with? The spirit said, "I can't tell you that." I mean, we got Secret Service spirit with the White House. Okay. All right, what got thrown out? Drop out my hands. Come on, drop out. Almost, drop it. Oh, something of longevity. Somebody was smart as a fox when they threw it. Uh-oh. Did Melania do that? I don't know. I just have a feeling Melania may have something to have done that with that. Could have been a vase of flowers. This is for kicks and giggles. I truly don't know, but that's what it looks like. I can't wait to find out, y'all. Hello, Patricia Boston. Does anybody know what? Hold on. Where's my lip? Where's my? Right here. I'm gonna keep these three right here and put these over here and grab this. Okay. I'm a Google. Google or no? We're on YouTube, where the news really is the news. That is if we can get this thing on. Oh no. I'm still. Oh shucks. Oh. Okay, where's the phone? Oh my. I'm down to one device. I don't believe this. Oh shucks. I do not believe this. Well, we'll see. I can't disturb you any further. We'll have to see. Now, oh, here it is. Here's my phone. Here's the phone. Let's go straight to Google. No, shucks. Come on. Okay. Now we're on Google. Boy, everybody's asking that question. A White House official, this is from Time magazine. That was tacky. A White House official tells Time that the video of a bag being heaved out of a window is authentic and shows regular maintenance. No, they didn't throw the trash out the window. Daily Mail says an official said that an object was thrown out of the window by a contractor who was doing regular maintenance while the president was gone. Let me see if I can find that thing. Oh, bizarre video. Do they have it? I know YouTube is going to have it. That is some tacky. Spotted at the White House. No, somebody's throwing stuff out the White House window. Get that tacky person out of there.
I guess that's one way to clean out. This is crazy. I know we was gonna get a whole TV show. Can you make out what they're throwing away? This could definitely make Washingtonian proud. This could definitely make it.
Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. Let's see if I get it to play again. This is off of X. Look at this country mess.
Got another one? Y'all let's say in that little outhouse on the end. Oh, somebody there, right? Right now, right? Oh, there you go. You got it?
They throwing. No, it could have been flowers. I don't. They throwing stuff out that. Well, that's why it was vintage. Okay, that makes it sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. If something old, they're just throwing parts out the doggone White House. Well, is this the part where they? Oh, that's tacky. That's tacky. Not trash, but like you know how they go in and they renovate and they throw stuff. No, I've never known them to throw like that. Not from the second floor. Not from the second floor. And to continue to throw it out. Let's just say some old stuff, maybe some old whatever construction stuff. It's old. Because it was a smart ass who did it. I mean, it's not this person was dumb. He's not dumb. He's just and I think it was a he. Mm-hmm. So far out of reach, can't touch him. I don't know. That was just weird. What did they throw? Trash. That's trash. Mm-hmm. What would you call that? That stuff. So much for that. Okay. Anybody else have a better question than that? You can look at this. That's terrible. I can't believe they did that. Do that out the second floor of the White House like that. You can see it's trash. Evidently the chute's not working or they can't get it down the chute. But even the White House. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep on coming down. Let's see. Hey, Carrie. Yes, indeed. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Archangel Raphael. Sight and vision. Yes. Okay. You're welcome. Oh, Renee Dugan says, I worked in San Bernardino for the Department of Agriculture lunch program. And that's when I found out who got the food stamps. Oh, really? See? But the narrative is, totally different. Thank you, Renee, for that. Ooh, Carrie. Ooh, Carrie put it out there. See the narrative. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cookie B. Look at all those pretty flowers and the hearts and the high five and the prayers. Thank you. See that? I don't know. We're going to end up with that. We're going to have to. You know what? When all this mess is resolved, we are going to be in the position to create our own narrative. But let's not create a damn narrative. Let's just tell the truth. Our true history. What's really going on. What? Dang on. Renee says she's talking to Carrie. I taught an Asian woman to drive, spoke no English. Her son was a classmate in college. She passed. I went to their home, low income housing, and they owned a California Rose clothiers in LA. I bet you Mr. Trump didn't touch that account. And John Ware says, oh, yeah, talking about his circulation problems. Yeah. Think he needed a stent. When I heard him, he was disappeared. The first thing I thought John was, he had to have another stent put in. See, I took one look at him. This man is clogged up. He needs a stent in a couple of places. I didn't know if you could do that or not, but yeah, because stuff is backing up. I looked at him and I could see the backup. But I don't, I left it at that. He's got better doctors than I do, maybe. Oh, yeah. Yogi said they cut them to enrich the rich some type of way. Yeah, that's some type of way was my thing. Oh, Karen. Oh, we got a conversation here. Oh, that was a Kamala thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to reach third world. We just won't be the police of the world anymore. We'll be maybe second, but we won't be in the first. And that was the whole thing. Let's go steal and rob them blind and do what? Enrich ourselves, and then do what? See, the whole thing. It is I have a book around here, could be in the basement, called The Plutarchs. I know it was written like maybe 10 or 15 years ago. First chapter explained that the rich of today, the youthful rich of today, and not so youthful rich of today, but he was talking about the 40-somethings of today. Their wealth is multinational. And because they pull from so many different countries to build their wealth, and they have created a great wealth that they have no allegiance towards any one country, not even the country of their birth means nothing, because it would be another country that they pull their wealth from. This is what we're seeing today. They're called plutarchs. We're calling them oligarchs and plutarchs. If you can read that, but I don't even know who wrote it. I just read one chapter and I was so blown away. I always kept it. I hadn't had a chance to go back and read it, but it's in my boxes somewhere. I know I was going to read that. And this is exactly what he's talking about. He said there is a danger in having these people voting for these people. What's he talking about? Yeah, it was American politics then, because they are plutarchs. They don't care about the country they live in, or the country they're in at the time, or the country that's making them wealthy at the time, because they're multinational. And I think that's what we have discovered, the multinational folk. And Philanisha is most definitely, he's so multinational. He feels like he doesn't need the UN, and he can tell the International Criminal Court to go stuff itself. But then again, isn't that what he says to our Supreme Court too? Oh, where's Bunny? She's missing too. Yay! Let me stop. Bondi. Let's go look at it. And look, I'm gonna do Bondi. Then I gotta go. I still have. Was just starting on my work I have to do for my members. When I looked at the clock, it went Let me get on here quick before folks run off. Where is Bondi today? How long has she been missing? Has she been missing a good? Okay. Okay. Oh, you get to see all my junk now. That makes it better. I don't think so. Where's Pam Bondi for the month of September? What's going on with Bondi for the month of AG, USAG for the month of September? There is, oh yeah, Pam Bondi for the month of September. One more. Can boost. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Everybody else is showing theirs on check. Where's Pam Bondi for the month of September? Okay. No, I wasn't showing all this. Excuse me. When I put this top on, it wasn't showing me all that. This is interesting. Knight of Pentacles. Slowing down to almost a full stop. Making new arrangements. She caught on, but not before the knives went in. 10 of Swords, betrayal. You're going to get Christy Nome too. How could you be so stupid? But see, it's not about that. It's about being a part of a group. Sneaking out, trying to sneak out, doing something behind the back. Thought she was protected because she was part of a group. She has relocated. She's moved on or moved away, and I don't know, she's in the wind. She's in the wind for right now. It's vacation time. Look at this. She's separating herself from him. How the heck is she going to do that? She and Caroline love it. Next thing is a good ankle, and let me shut up. Very, very heartbroken and regretful right about now. 5 of Cups. Patiently waiting for something. This is Temperance. Excuse me. Where's Blondie? You know they ripped her to shreds in that Senate committee. Was that the Senate committee? Made her look like her and Nome look like a grass ass fools. They know they did what the heck they did. And regarding votes. And the White House. So she could be on a research mission or some type of recon mission looking into that voting situation with the White House. Reassessing 7 of Pentacles, reassessing the whole voting situation here. Part of the group. This is the conglomerate, or the collaborators. Conglomerate. reassessing the whole situation. This lady must be in a cabin somewhere, sitting down with some wine, wondering what the hell have I got myself into. That's what money is, and how am I going to get out of it and keep my money, and if not, if possible, make some more money. She's talking to somebody. She is talking to some experts in the field of whatever she's looking into. She's looking into something, and I do believe it's this voter suppression. And she is shook. This is high anxiety. Can't sleep. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. She's withdrawing. She's leaving too. I told you there's big going. Look at this. Okay. This is ending. This is over. I have at the bottom of the deck, I have the 10 of Cups, the agency, and I have the 10 of Pentacles, which is also agency, end of it, agency's end, and the 3 of Swords. So this is done, or maybe I should say this is done. It's done. And didn't I tell you, she's trying to hold on to what she has, including her job, but I don't think she wants to. I really don't think she can. A lot of divine feminine energy. Oh, she's going to play. I'm going to wait this out. I'm going to wait this out. But a lot of her she had to know. She's trying to duck these. Okay. Hold on. Oh, dang on. Which way? Okay, it was like this. This thing with this child trafficking is blowing up. It's even bigger than it's bigger than we hear about. Okay. It's it's huge. It's huge. And those involved, all those involved, have an opportunity to go to jail. Even though there's a lot of confusion, 7 of Cups, around the situation because the thing is multi-layered. They are between the voter registration and the trafficking charges or the trafficking stigma that's on 47. There is an internal battle that is just it's gonna blow everything up. And basically, she doesn't want to be in the way when it does. Let's see, she's AG. She's USAG. And she's trying to put out fires now. That's the Star and the 5 of Swords. She's trying to put out fires now. Queen of Swords and the 9 of Wands. But it's like she'll put out one fire and a whole big other bonfire blows up. The Devil. And it's so much right about now going on that has transpired as like so much pleasure, illegal bad habits, that she's ready to resign herself. It's like, I'm ready to take my money and run, and I'm going in a whole different direction. So she, and especially they jumped into her. They said, look, she does not understand that she's not the president's lawyer. She's the lawyer of the people. I'm like, oh, where did she go to law school? She didn't know that. So Pam very likely is trying to get ahead of this Epstein thing and doesn't have time anymore when she's also sorely embarrassed too. But in the meantime, she's looking for another job, another position, another place, so she can get out unscathed, or let's see, with as little damage as possible. That's where Pammy is. Mm-hmm. But I think more than anything, she is sorely embarrassed, and so is Kristi Noem, because basically they call those two women, Trump's girls. Anything for Daddy Trump, and no, you go to jail with that. And that's what it has finally sunk. I think it's finally getting into their heads, the problems, that they have created for themselves just by being in the company of that person, of that man. Finally. And on that note, my darlings, I've been up here almost 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours. Let me put it's donation time. If I'm going to be up here long, gotta send me something. Because that just kind of, I have other things I got to get to. ATM is one of them. Okay, if you like the reading, just pop me a few coins. I'd appreciate it. Buy me another beer. All right, my darlings. Much love. Oh my goodness. Born during the eclipse. Yeah, this is the eclipse season. Okay. Anything else? Yep, that's what it is. Jumping ship. That's what you call it. Bye, y'all.